Probably should be lined about right now. Oh, perfect. Okay. So today we're gonna be talking about the Manchester United versus Arsenal. And I'm really uber excited for this game because for some reason it took us a while to get a new coach, but now we've got it all figured out. And I feel we're in a very, very good position to actually defeat Arsenal. I don't think they've lost any games at home this season, but there's always a first time for everything. And today's going to be the first time. So let's go through formations and let's see the players that we have going on. They're going to be playing today for Arsenal. And you can see their lineup is made up of David Raya, Gabriel, just pretty much the same standard players they always have every time. They rarely ever change it. And if we look at the subs bench, I was surprised to see that Victor Gyökeres, the striker to spend all those money on, is not actually making the team for the biggest game of the season. Because if you don't have your striker playing against Manchester United and you spent, I think, well over £70 million on him, it tells me there's something going on. So, and if we go to the Manchester United lineup, we can clearly see that he's still trying to stick to the same sort of formation and the same sort of players he had from the last game. So I don't really have anything to say about it. I like it. And I want to see how we can build on, the squad that we have without making all that many changes. I would have preferred to see maybe the likes of Cunha and Sesko starting, but I feel it's okay. And yeah, we don't have to stress too much about that. And the game has already kicked off right now. So let me get the timer going. So we're 41 seconds in, and it just looks so calm right now, but I could tell you, I feel it's going to pop off. I can definitely feel it's going to pop off. And if you see the big dog, you see Michael Carrick, he's just out there, just keeping us cool, just go calm demeanor on the sideline. That's how I like my coach. I don't like him to, overly animated, just moving around. I want my coach to be ice cold on the touchline. And we can see Trossard is just, he's got the ball right now. Is being shadowed by Diego Dallo. Yeah, I can see that we're not we're not dropping back all that much. I think we're trying to press high up the pitch. But I want to know how long we can actually, we can actually stay on this, like how long we can actually stay pressing like this. Come on, I feel the press should be more intense. This is what I'm talking about. Like, I feel we have to make sure that we just thoroughly steady press with Arsenal. You have no time on the ball. I feel that's the best way we can try to disrupt them and make sure they don't, get into any sort of rhythm or anything. And something else I still want to talk about is I know they've had Gabriel Jesus for the last, who knows, about 7 seasons right now, ever since they left Manchester City. But in my opinion, I feel he's been the best striker they've ever had. Because I feel he brings something more to the game that no other strikers that they currently have offers. Like, he can hold the ball up, he can bring other players into the game. He's got a great touch. And that was a great bird from Odegaard. It's just floated the ball all across the field. It's nice. But I feel Manchester United needs to put more pressure on the ball. It just seems like we're giving them all the time and space. Like now, we have dropped back so much. They just camping in front of the 18-yard area. And it's not the way I like to see, Manchester United play. I want us to be more aggressive. Yeah, I would prefer for Manchester United to be more aggressive with the press and just make sure that we don't give Arsenal any sort of time and space on the ball. It's just because I feel the more time and space you try to give them on the ball, they can definitely hurt you, dog. It's Arsenal. They've run the likes of Inter Milan, Bayern Munich. They've actually been doing well this season. So I feel we have to step up and make sure we match them. And trying to jump off the ball and not have sort of like an aggressive press, it might be a tactic that maybe helps out, but it's not the sort of tactic I would prefer because I always like to be on the aggressive, to be on the front foot. So I want my coach to play in that sort of way. But I know you can always be right every time, and sometimes it depends. We might just still be trying to settle into the game and just make sure that, we try to avoid any sort of mistakes or anything. But one of the big improvements I want to talk about for Manchester United this season has been the goalkeeper. I know we had Andre Onana for the last 3 seasons or 3, 4 seasons, but you can clearly see there has been what you call it. There has been like a huge improvement in the way that we play, just because that you have a goalkeeper out there that you can really trust. It wasn't like when you had Andre Onana, you had no idea if you could play the ball to him and how he was going to take it, or he would just make just some some crazy errors or some mistakes. Oh, okay. So I think I had the wrong stats on. I had the halftime stats, but it's not even the halftime yet. It's just still. I need to fix that. Well, I'm just trying to fix a couple of steps in the back end. So let's see, go stats. Yeah, I think I should have this fixed right now. Okay, I think I got everything all fixed. Okay. Uh, Still trying to get everything all sorted out on the back end because I'm trying to make sure I have the live stats and everything being updated. So just bear with me. Give me a second. It's gonna get all sorted out in a minute. I think the game is not popping up yet. It's still just really quiet, so there's nothing really going on. I feel both teams are just still trying to settle in and make sure that no one makes any sort of mistakes. Because I feel this is the sort of game that you have you get one goal in it, and it's gonna get really tight. It's a game that I feel is gonna be low scoring. You don't expect a lot of like goals or anything. Because I feel both teams are gonna be very cautious. Okay, so yeah, I feel it's all good now, so I can focus in the game. Or can I? I feel I have something else to take care of. Let's see. Okay, so yeah, I feel this is it. Yeah, I think I got everything fixed. It took a minute, but hey, we on it. Okay. Yeah, okay, I got it all sorted out, so now I can actually focus in the game, which is good. I feel we have been we've been really, like, really poor, like, there's nothing going on. But we have to make sure we stay in the game somehow, just because we can't seem to string any sort of, like, passes or anything together. Okay, so yeah, we're good. Okay, so Manchester United still not in the game yet. We're still trying to find our footing and just trying to find a way to stay to at least just make something because it seems like it's just been all Arsenal and I expected a lot more from the team. Just seeing how he played with the other, seeing how he played last week against Manchester City. I don't know. I had a lot of expectations, but it's still early doors. He's always Bruno. Bruno, you have to make sure you take care of the ball. Oh, that was a great block. Great block from Martinez because Bruno just lost the ball. And this is one of my problems with him. He never takes care of the ball enough. So he's always liable to lose the ball in usually in the areas that might hurt us. So I would prefer Bruno further up the pitch most times just to mitigate for just for the way he plays, because he's never careful on the ball. Never careful. Which helps sometimes because, he likes to just I don't even know what to say, just he likes to be unpredictable, I guess. Though sometimes you need to be predictable. Because if you're not, it makes it really hard for the team to follow you and play. Still one player that I really want to see on the carrick is Joshua Zirkzee, because I feel he's going to be the sort of link that we need to connect the midfield and the attack. Because most times you have it very disconnected. You don't have a team playing in a very cohesive manner. You just have 11 players trying to score a goal. But if you have a connected team, you have a linchpin, you have like a number 9 that could drop in and link the play just to connect the midfield and the attack. That's what I feel a player like Joshua Zirkzee can bring to the team, but Carrick hasn't seemed to want to maybe explore that option yet, but I'm still holding out because every time I've always seen Zirkzee play, you always notice there's something different about how we play the game. We always seem to create maybe more chances. And it's not a coincidence because of the way he plays. You can bounce the ball off of him and try to build up from there. Another player I've been really impressed by is Patrick Bergler. I feel in a very attack-focused team, you can actually have them playing as a left back. Although right now he's playing more advanced as a winger, but I feel over time, the more the team becomes solid, he's the sort of left back I would like because he likes to go forward. And he's also very strong, so he can defend. This set piece they have, what Arsenal are good at, like, what they're all about. This season, I feel they haven't won a game where they have not scored with a set piece. So to defend it when you have set pieces like this, it's something you have to make sure that you mark. I don't like zonal marking. I like you to have, the man you're trying to cover. Like everyone should have whoever they're trying to mark. The zonal marking stuff, I feel, just leaves a lot of room for questions because you don't know who's going to be holding on to who. Oh, you see what I was talking about? When it comes to like set pieces, Arsenal are very dangerous, and right now they have a corner. And that was a great save because it was a great dueling too. Had a lot of spin on it, and it was still very powerful. So all you have to do with a ball like that is just direct it on goal. The keeper did a very great job, which is one of the reasons I like him. It's very assured. That was, and that's a really Arsenal, that's a really like to set up for the corners. They like to crowd the goalkeeper and make sure he has no space. I remember the first game against Arsenal that Carrick actually managed back in 2021. So he's actually got a W against Arsenal. So I'm hoping for a back-to-back. I don't know. There's just something about Carrick being on the touchline. He has this sort of calming presence and demeanor. You just feel like he knows what he's doing. Oh no, that was a wrong bullet from Emblemo. I feel the game's still not fully settled, and you still have both teams trying to find a footing, and no one who's really taking no one who's really taking the game by the hood and just control it. So both teams are still just going back and forth. So to something I still can tell, I don't know, this game is going to be very low scoring. I don't expect more than maybe 2 goals. But if Arsenal gets the first goal, it's going to be hard for Manchester United to equalize. And Arsenal have another corner right now. Oh, it's always scared whenever Arsenal get a corner. Always scared because I have a feeling if they get a goal, it's going to be with a set piece. I just have a funny feeling about that because, I mean, as Arsenal, that's all they do. I'm really struggling to get a hold of the game, and with so far, we've had no touches in the opposition box, which is not good at all. I feel for a game like this, you probably need a striker like Benjamin Sesko because he's the sort of player he's going to be a focal point. You can have him up top. You can bounce the ball off of him. So I was it made me wonder why he had chose to go with Brian and Bruno instead. I can understand that, trying to keep everything all the same. But I feel for a game like this, you have to know, like, what you're up against. Only now we're getting closer to the opposition box. But still, just we can't even string passes or anything together. It seems like every time we get the ball, we just seem to give it away every time. But at least now we're getting some sort of we're getting possession of the ball compared to how it started, where it was all Arsenal. Oh, that was. I think Bruno should have taken a touch over there and just try to be calm over there with the ball and not rush everything. Yeah, I feel this game is just crying for someone to just take the game and just run it. This is where you need a like a maverick. And I feel a player like Cunha is the closest we have to that. Because if you just have a guy that can just, just take control and take charge and not really worry about anything and just try to make something happen, because a game like this is just crying out for a player like that. Because everything just seems pretty much very controlled. So we need someone that's actually going to step up and try to do something. I mean, without that, you just always, it's still just going to be the same thing. You just have the players just trying to move the ball around and make something happen. But when you have a team that's so compact and everything is so tight, you have to do something like out of the ordinary. I think I'm having still the same problems with the string that's going on. Okay, I think we're back on it right now. I don't have any problems. Okay. Okay. Trying to make sure. I don't know. Still, it'll just been Arsenal. It's all just been Arsenal, and I don't know. I expected a lot more. I expected a lot more from this game. It just seems like we're not really doing anything. It seems like we just let Arsenal have all the control and maybe hoping to hit them on the break or something. Yeah, but I don't know. I don't know. Manchester United, we have to wake up. We have to wake up and make sure we take the bull by the horn. Because if it keeps going like this, Arsenal, I feel like, just going to win the game, because for a team that's good with set pieces, all it takes is just one chance. And they're definitely they're most likely going to get a lot more like corners and like free kicks and all those just different set piece opportunities. So it actually raises your chances of trying to get a goal. Or, you see what I was talking about? There's got to be offside. Come on, it's got to be offside. It's got to be offside. He's got to be offside now. Come on, man. Ah, I think it's an own goal. Oh, yeah, it's hard. It's hard to see. Yeah, we don't really know who scored the goal right now, but it was kind of hard to make out. First, from a different angle, it looked like it was Timber that put it in. Now we're losing the plot. Oh, come on! Oh my God! What's that all about? Oh, I know this game is just turning out to be one of those games I feel that just goes. Yeah, so it was an own goal. That's correct. It's just frustrating to watch. I don't really. There's nothing else I can say about that. I was expecting this to actually be, well, be a spectacle. But it seems to only just be one-way traffic. Yeah, but oh, I don't know. We have to wake up and do something. We've not been able to string no like passes together or anything. Like I'm just frustrated trying to watch this. We've done nothing in the game. It's been what? It's been 32 minutes. There's not been a chance. There hasn't even been any sort of promise like, oh, something is going to happen or anything. It's just frustrating to watch. It's all been Arsenal. It's all been Arsenal, and it's what I'm talking about. I feel he should have switched it up. I know you had the same team against Manchester City that brought the W, but when you're playing a different opposition, you have to make sure you take care of the opposition you're playing. And knowing that Arsenal and a sort of team that have a very strong defensive line, you literally use a striker that you can actually use as a focal point, I feel. Uh, oh yeah, it was Martinez. Oh, uh, come on, Bruno. It's not a corner. Just I don't know. Bruno always seems to rush everything. He's always so like hurried in. He never has that sort of like he never makes you feel calm, or he never makes you feel like he's going to take his time and do something. He's always in a rush. I'm trying to get some of all the stuffs updated right now. I feel we should have this is our corner. We should do an Arsenal. Is that in? It looked like it went in, so I would claim anything that tries to go in at this point. I don't know. Arsenal just seems so immense. Like whenever they get a goal, like it's really hard. This is so frustrating to watch. I can't really say anything more about it. It's just really frustrating, and we haven't done anything. Like we haven't done anything to improve, like the way we're playing. Not in the. Oh, yes, come on, let's go. Let's go. He was talking about how the fact that we haven't done anything, but now we go gift, and I'll take it. Perfect. Let's go. Okay, I'll take that. I'll take that. I'll take it. No, it was a mistake. It was a mistake. I'll take it. Let's go. Yeah, this is perfect. I'll take anything that we can get. Just give it to me. And if it's an own goal, I'll take it. At least we can get on, like, we can go into halftime just knowing that we're not losing. And from there, I feel we can build up. We can build up from there, so that's perfect. But I feel at this point, we have to make sure there are no more mistakes or no other errors. Because I feel Arsenal are the type of team to punish you if you give them any sort of space. So we just have to make sure we keep it compact and we don't give them any sort of sniff. I want to go into halftime knowing that it's going to be a drill. So we probably just need to focus on defending right now. Oh, you can see our tactics go on his notes. He's going on his notes and all his paragraphs that he's going to talk to the players in halftime. It's not going to work, eh? It's not going to work this time. How crazy would it be if Michael Carrick was to come in as an interim and beat the top two managers in the Premier League back to back? You see, that's what I'm talking about. That's the kind of vibe I feel. So, but I thought it was going to happen though, and we almost there. It's 45 minutes left for him to make a stance. And if he brings some players on in the second half, I feel we can definitely do it. We can do it. So come on, let's do it. Make sure you defend the set piece. You can see how they're standing and how they're setting up. There always was some crazy, stuff going on with the way they play. They take their set pieces, but we're not going to be fooled by that. We are not going to be fooled. Lament's handled everything all well, and we're back on it. Oh, I feel Arsenal are making a lot of mistakes, and that's one of the things I feel we can capitalize on, just with the kind of mistakes that they make. You know, I always love when Ahmed's on the ball. He's always so saucy, and you can tell he's got great composure, and he never really rushes it. I feel in the second half when we make some changes, we can actually get on top in this game. When you bring the likes of Benjamin Sesko, even a Mason Mount, they could just keep everything just ticking around and just make sure we're never under too much pressure. And make sure we also still press high up the pitch and not just drop back. Now the Emirates they've got a counter attack. Yeah, but nothing really comes out of it. Nothing comes out of it. Casemiro has been sort of quiet, which is good. I say that's good because most times when he's quiet, that just means we don't have him doing anything crazy or just making crunching tackles or. But we haven't won at Arsenal for the last 7 years. No, we have to change that. And I feel Michael Carrick is the man that's going to do it. So he's going to be the guy that makes sure we get our first win against Arsenal in 7 years. Oh, come on, that was too strong. He was going nowhere. Just make sure you don't do crazy stuff like that. Oh my God. Yeah, just let him off the hook. Okay, let's go into halftime and let's try to regroup and make sure we have all our ducks in a row. And for the second half, I feel you have to bring on Benjamin Sesko. Bring on Sesko, bring on Cunha. And that changes the way that we play. Because just having those two players alone, it gives you no options. So you have no options to attack. And you can see how Cunha put in the last goal for the goal that we scored. He has that sort of like, he's a maverick. He can carry the ball and just run around and make something happen. And those are the kind of players that we need right now because this game is just, it seems to just be too calm and too easy. Like someone actually needs to take the game by the scruff of the neck, take the blood out of her and just do something. And players like Cunha and players like Benjamin Sesko, those are the kind of guys that we need. For Sesko, you need a focal point, someone that can play the blue in and it sticks. Someone that can play the blue in and doesn't just bounce off of him. And Blair is good, but he doesn't have the physique, he doesn't have the strength to try to hold the blue up. Benjamin Sesko is 6'6" or 6'5", I can't remember. Oh, that was a great effort from Mbemba. That's one thing I love about Mbemba, though, but he has the technique. They could just do some crazy stuff like what he just tried to do right now, dink the ball over the goalkeeper from outside of the 18-yard box. He has that sort of gene. That's what I like about him. He's very daring. He can just do things and not think about it. And so is Benjamin. So is Cunha. I like my players to be mavericks. I don't like my players to just think too much about what you're trying to do. You have to make sure that you're performing. And it's almost like second nature. You're not thinking too much about it. So that's what I like players with a lot of, they have tech, or just have, crazy technique in the back, and you can just pull out anything out of the air, just make things work, make it happen. That's why I love players like Luis Suarez. You saw the kind of different goals he would score just simply based off of the sort of technique that he had. So, okay, it's 2 minutes added on, and we go for halftime. Yeah, but the first half has been slower, but I don't even know what to say about it because at first you had Arsenal doing the most and getting most of the chances. But over time, it sort of switched. So it's halftime right now. It's halftime. Yeah, so halftime right now, and I want to actually highlight some plays. I know I've been talking about the strikers a lot, but there's a reason I've been talking about them a lot. And I'll show you why I've been talking about the strikers. So I'm trying to pull up your stats. So for these two strikers, Victor Gyökeres and Benjamin Sesko, these guys over the summer, it was all this crazy transfer saga. Like, who's Manchester United going to get? Who's Arsenal going to get? You had Victor Gyökeres over the last year really played exceptionally well for the team he was part of. I think that was in Lisbon. He scored something like 35 goals or like one of the 30 goals. So he was really sought after, but not by a lot of clubs, I felt, because the rumors and stuff you would hear was just, oh, There was mainly Arsenal and just a few links to maybe other clubs. I expected to have a bidding war for a striker like that scored so many goals. But it seems like not a lot of clubs were interested in trying to sign him. So Arsenal had clear going at him, and no one else put any sort of resistance. Although they also had tried to go for Benjamin Sesko earlier on, but it never really worked out because Sesko was always focused on Manchester United. That was the only team he wanted to sign for, the only team he said he wanted to play for. So they could never really get him. And so Manchester United got Benjamin Sesko. But right now, you can see that Sesko has only 4 goals and Gyökeres has 5 goals. So the difference between both players hasn't really been like night and day, I feel. But it's something else I like to also take note from my players. It's not just, especially my strikers. It's not just all about those scoring every time. I also want to know what sort of what you bring to the team, like your overall performance, things like that. And just watching a player like Benjamin Sesko, I feel he has more in his game. Like he can hold the ball up. He's stronger. He's got better technique. For me, that puts him 11 above Victor Gyökeres. And for if I was to build a team, I would want a player like Benjamin Sesko over Victor Gyökeres, just because of those intangibles like I was talking about. Being able to hold the ball up, being able to bring other people into play, having different sort of like ways to finish. When you watch Sesko, you can definitely tell that, yeah, this guy is tacked up. He's built amazing technique. All he just has to do is, settle in and get to that point where he's very comfortable in the Premier League. And that's only just going to come with time. The more time he has, the more time he's going to get more comfortable, and the more time he can actually show what he can do. So that's what I feel is missing from his game. The more you give him game time, the more he's going to improve. He's barely about 22, 23 years old, so he's got a lot of time to actually improve compared to a player like Victor Gyökeres, that it's about 26 at this point. He's been around the block. He was in a championship. And right now he's in the Premier League. He has played in Portugal. So he has been around. And I feel he should have a whole lot experience and he should be a whole lot better right now. But it's not really translating to, how he plays. And it was for the fact that he's not even being picked by Arsenal. That tells you a lot. So this is one of the biggest games of the season. And he was put on the bench. Gabriel Jesus was preferred over him to start. So that tells you a lot is what I'm trying to say. You do not spend all of that money on your main striker only to put him on the bench for your biggest game. It makes no sense at all. So I feel Arteta knows that he can't really fully rely on this striker or this guy. So that's the reason he feels he has to maybe play in a sort of different way, and the way he sets up his team. Gyökeres has never, ever really been the focal point. And that's what I feel about it. So with both strikers, there's not really a lot of difference right now. But as time goes on, I feel you're going to see the difference in both strikers, because first of all, there's a difference in age. And I feel there's a difference in skill level. And that's just only going to show over time, the more time they spend in the league. And that's my take on it. And some of the other players I still want to talk about. I want to talk about the creative guys, the creative players for both teams. And you have, for Manchester United, you have Bruno Fernandes. And for Arsenal, you have the likes of Martin Odegaard. But I still feel Odegaard should not be the focal point or the main creator in your team, because he does not have that sort of grit. He's not aggressive enough. He only plays when things are going well, and he only plays for the team when everything else is going wrong. I feel he's not the sort of player where if you're having a bad game, he's just going to pick up the ball and be that sort of maverick and just run everything. I don't feel he's like that. So that's the reason why I would not want him to be my main focal point or the main creator in my team. And speaking about Bruno also, I feel for Manchester United, Bruno Fernandes has been really good, but I feel there's a but still because he's not really my sort of player. I want a player that has a lot of like technical security on the ball. Bruno is very, he's very rash and very erratic the way he does everything. Even when he tries to play the pass, he tries to do too much. He might try to hold the ball off, maybe just for that split second. And it works sometimes. I don't really mind Bruno in the team right now, but I feel if we're going to be moving forward and actually challenge, we actually need players that are up to that level. And Bruno Fernandes is just a level beneath, I feel. But in the modern game right now, with all the players that you don't have a lot of players that are better than Bruno. So I don't know if you get my point. I'm saying he's not good enough if I'm taking into comparison all the players that I have watched and all the players that I know have played for Manchester United. But in this day and age, he's sort of almost at the upper echelons of, players that you can have in the position. Not the best, but not far off. And I feel for a team like Manchester United, we should always go for the best. So I would not mind having a player like Bruno stay on the bench and you can bring him on, but to have him as your main starting creator every time, week in or week out, I don't feel is the best. And I feel our position in the Premier League over the last 5-6 years that we've had Bruno as just as the main creator, you can tell we haven't really challenged for no titles or Premier League. We haven't finished in the top four. We always finish lowest finished below the top five is what I'm trying to say. So here's that sort of player that if you're trying to go for the absolute best, you're trying to go for the zenith of trophies and everything, Bruno's not the sort of player I feel you should have in your team. But if you're trying to be there and thereabouts, I do not really mind a player like Bruno. So that's just, I don't know, that's my 2 cents on it. That's my take. It's my take on it. And some other players I still want to keep an eye on for both teams. Dives and Casemiro. We got the news that Casemiro is going to be leaving at the end of the season. So I feel Manchester United there's a burden to replace a player like Casemiro because you have a player that has won like 5 Champions League. He's won everything. So how do you replace a player like that in this day and age? It's almost impossible. So I feel Manchester United this summer, we have a tedious job in our hands to replace a player like Casemiro. But Arsenal have Declan Rice, and over time he has really grown in and shown that, okay, I can't even remember how much you spent on this guy, which sort of tells you that I do not want to say that he is paid off, but he's maybe well on the way or he has done enough where you're going to have to ask the questions every time about his price tag because it's more, I feel it's going to be more prevalent when you're talking about the price tag of a player if you're not playing good enough. But if you're playing to a level where you know that you don't feel like you've been ripped off, then you can sort of maybe accept it. And that's the sort of justification I have right now with a player like Declan Rice. You can see that although he plays a bit deeper, though, he still has some goals and some assists. Those are the kind of players that I like. So even if you're playing deep, I want you to also still bring something to the team, like just do something. Okay, I know you're playing deep, but I feel most times when you're playing deep, you have the whole view of the pitch. So if you've got great technique, you've got the skill, you can make something happen from there. So talk about goals, assists. It can always happen because if you have a view of the pitch, you can arrive into the box late, so you could be a box crash and just get goals from there, which is something I know Casemiro has really done to a very, very high level for Manchester United. You can see that I feel every season he gets over 5 goals in the Premier League. I want to say, do not put me in that, but I feel if I can remember clearly, he always scores at least 5 goals because he gets headers. He's just always in the box. Is what I'm trying to say. You get in the box, you're going to make sure you score. So yeah, so these are the plays I want to focus on. And let's go back to the game. It's almost the start of the second half. I don't think there are any substitutions or changes yet, but I'm really hoping that we make some changes. Like I said, actually see I want to see some players get a chance. Okay. I need to search something now. I need to take a quick break for about 2 minutes, and I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Still no audio. I feel you can hear me now. Okay. So we're back for the second half, and it's still Manchester United Arsenal. And there hasn't been much of a change yet. But I feel we've got, we've actually maybe started the second half a bit better than the first. Because I can see we've got Arsenal under pressure right now. And we're keeping the ball, we're just pinning them back. This is what I wanted. I wanted us to start like this, but I feel maybe you had to tire the other team. And right now we actually have we're getting a hood in the ball and we're actually playing. Okay. You see, this is what I'm talking about. This is how we should have started. You know, you start with confidence and you pin the other team back. And we can see right now, like the Arsenal players are trying to rally on their other guys to make sure that they all step up. Because once you start dropping back, that's it. It's more like a psychological stuff because once you drop back, the other team just knows that, okay, we've got these guys on the ropes. It's just like boxing. Once you have the guy that's weak, you know, legs wobbling and he's just going over the ropes. And you can tell, okay, I got it now. Yes. That's what I'm talking about. Patrick Dogu. Yo, no, he's something else. He's a revelation right now. That's what I'm talking about. Yes. Oh, this is nice. You see, I talked about it. I said it. We started again. We started the second half a whole lot more positive than the first half. And what do you know? We got a goal out of it. Oh, this is what I'm talking about. Now, don't do something else. Look at that finish. Like, hey, the other side of the ball in. That was a clean strike. That's what I'm talking about. There's no head there. Oh, now, this is what I'm talking about. Dogu! Yes! I feel the Manchester United fans have not really appreciated this guy enough. But we can see what he's all about right now. We can all see it. And I'm just happy to be part of it, just to witness this guy just breaking out and being something else. Oh, this is just nice. This is nice to watch. I don't know what else to say. The first half started a bit quiet, and I got slightly frustrated, I guess. But this is how I expected us to play. You know, I talked about Michael Carrick winning his first two games against arguably two of the biggest managers in the game right now, two of the best. You know, Doggins is smoke. He's just shooting from everywhere. He's in smoke. Love to see it. Oh, this is great to watch. This is great to witness. Oh, now I think we have to make sure we just constantly keep the press and just make sure we're relentless. This is very nice to watch. Now I feel right now Arsenal have the onus to just attack, and I feel we're going to be defensively strong and just hurt them in the break. This is when you can have a player like Cunha and Mount. So I could smell the substitution probably in the next 15 minutes. It's a great block. Now, Bruno, come on, you should have just taken control of the ball there. Oh, this is getting scary. Oh my God, no, 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 no. Come on, let's go. Here, no one touched you. Get up. No one touched you. Get up. Now he's just trying to simulate, just trying to play. And it's part of the game. Stand up. It's part of the game. Just leave something on them. I feel Arsenal are cooking up a couple of substitutions right now. I could see Eze and Ben White. Mm-hmm. Arsenal are probably planning a triple change. Eze, Ben White, and Gyökeres. It's not going to change anything. It's still not going to change anything if you ask me. Oh, that was that was a squeaky bum time. Classic squeaky bum time. Oh, get the ball. Oh, he skipped past. Now we're defending well. Hey, let's Bruno. I said it. It's better. It's always brilliant to just mess everything up. First substitutions. Arsenal are about to make first substitutions. It's about to be a whole different game. I can see the likes of Eze, Marino, Ben White, Victor Gyökeres. Arsenal just made massive changes, even hard to keep up. And where was the last one? Need to confirm the last change. Eze for Superman D. So who is that again? So Odegaard for White. Okay, I think I'll go all of them now. I think I'll go all of them. That was a lot. There's a lot of subs. But I don't think it's still going to change anything for Arsenal. I don't think it's going to change anything for Arsenal. If I'm being honest, I feel a substitution like this kind of shows panic. If you ask me, because is it scared of something? Do you think you made a mistake with the starting lineup that you chose? Because once you make first subs, you're pretty much changing your whole team. You have like 10 outfit players. It's almost about half your team you're changing at that point, 30%. In some ways, you can see that, okay, maybe you need fresh legs, but the players that already started the game have already got into some sort of rhythm. So if you really just make changes like that, it's kind of hard to keep the same rhythm that your players had before. So Arsenal will 6 corners right now, and there's no goals from the corners. And that's what they're known for. You know, they know from getting goals from corner kicks. But they've got 6, and there's been no goal yet. There hasn't even been any sort of maybe like a real threat. So dealt with. Now we're defending really well, so that's one thing I know I'm proud. Like I'm really happy about. So I'm not the way Michael Carrick has set up the team to just be defensively solid. Now we can clearly see that like Arsenal have not really had any sort of real chance. They've just been moving the ball around, but it hasn't been dangerous or anything that you can say, oh, we're scared that something's going to happen. And I still feel Manchester United has been defensively resolute, so we'll have to give props to the coach. Okay, so yeah, we have about 28 minutes to hold on. And I feel that's something we can do. Like it's been very impressive what Carrick has been able to do. Like from the looks of it, he's going to get back-to-back wins against Arsenal. And I feel we're going to hold on. So top 4 right now is kind of looking locked in. Top 4 is looking locked in because you have Liverpool. Liverpool lost yesterday, so that gives us gives us the buffer. And I was talking about that yesterday on stream that now that we know that Liverpool lost, even if we lose, which we're not doing, even if we draw, It doesn't put as much pressure. But just knowing that if we get this W right now, it's going to be like the bird is actually in our court, like destiny would be in our hands. And that's the beautiful stuff I like about it. So, because I want to go about at least 6 points clear of the next team that's chasing. So we'll go on free kick that Bruno's going to take. He's stepping over it. Oh, come on, that was a tame effort. That was a very, very tame effort. Come on. Come on, let's stick to it, boys. We're almost there. We're almost there. I can feel it. I can feel it. If we get this W, I'm moving mad. If we get this W in Arsenal, I'm moving crazy. Yeah, I feel the game was settled in a way that I feel Arsenal feel they know that they're slipping away. They can see, they can feel it. They can feel it slipping away, but they can't really do anything about it. I feel the possession has been sort of it was swung towards Arsenal's favor ever since we got the goal, which honestly I do not really mind. I do not mind it because I mean the onus is more on Arsenal to do something. It's getting closer. It's getting closer. I feel we need to make a change. We need to. Arsenal have refreshed their team, so I feel it only makes sense that we need to make a change. Like we need to bring on some fresh legs and make sure that we can match the level of energy and effort that Arsenal players are putting in. Oh, you see, that is sort of frustration I want Arsenal to feel every time that you feel like you're almost close enough, but you're never there. You're never there. You get close, but you're never there. That's a sort of frustration I want Arsenal to feel. You can see like the fans are physically like they're physically in pain, which I love to see. There's nothing better. So Manchester United are about to make our first substitution. And we're bringing on Kola from Bruno. I have a nice feeling about Cunha coming on. I don't know what to tell you, bro. I just got a very, very nice, special feeling about it. I feel like he's going to do something. I can almost smell it. Almost smell it. And for a game like this, I would not actually mind Mason Mount because he's very technically secure and not really very technically secure, but he has an average, technical level of technical ability. So I feel when you have a player like that and someone that has a very high work rate, it's going to help. It's going to help right now because right now you need that level of concentration and defensive solidity from all of your players. Because early attempts is a lapse in concentration, and that's Arsenal going to get a chance. So it's to freshen the team up and actually bring in players that can defend. The middle defend can still help you when you're on the break. So two players I want to see on right now, Mason Mount and Benjamin Sesko. Because with Sesko, he's going to help us hold the ball up. And Mason Mount also is very, he's technically secure and he's strong defensively, so he can defend from the front. He can press. Because most times defending, I feel, starts from the front. Like your first defensive line should be your attacker, just holding the press. And then before the midfield, the defensive, the actual defense. Or it's, uh, well, that was a kind deflection. That was a kind deflection because Arsenal they were almost in. Yeah, he can't do anything about that. He's going to the ground. Like, what else can you do? Like, there's nothing else you can do about that. So it's not Abdul. And now we're actually, stringing some passes together. We're stringing some passes together, and it seems like we might actually do something to hurt the Arsenal. And I'm getting excited right now because we seem to be pinning them back in the own half. But we just need to make sure we make a change. Like, well, that's a great ball. Yes. No, don't feel sense. Like, he has been immense the whole game. And that was a chance just moved out of nothing because of him. Oh no, okay. This game is sort of getting interesting right now because we've sort of just pinned Arsenal back for the last 5 minutes. But we still need to make that change. We still need to make the substitution. We still need to make the substitution and make sure we bring in fresh legs. So that's what I'm trying to keep an eye out on. Michael Carrick. Now's your chance, eh? That's your big one. Just make sure we hold on. Just make sure we hold on. Arsenal is still just trying to pass and move the ball around, but nothing is coming out of it. And I feel there's going to be a level of frustration that he cannot deal with. because we seem to have settled into that to a sort of defensive shape that they cannot break down. They can't seem to do anything about it. Is that a free kick? Okay, we've got 15 minutes left. We've got 15 minutes left. Let's see what subs Michael Carrick is going to make. And you can see Arsenal legend on Lee. Oh, Ian Wright is out there. And they're there to witness. They're there to witness the story of a legend. You're right now witnessing the legend in the making, Michael Carrick. 2 wins in a row against the best managers in the Premier League. Arguably some of the best managers in Europe, I'd say. You know what, I was very far saying, here's one, because I'm counting this game as a win right now. This is already done. So here's 2 games against the top coaches in Europe. So for me, that puts him ahead of both of them. I don't care what anyone says. So Arsenal right now are making a change, and they're taking out Trossard. They're taking out Trossard for Madueke. At this point, I feel they've changed the whole starting 11, and there's still nothing coming out of it. There's still nothing coming out of it. So Manchester City and Liverpool went to the Emirates in order to get was a zero. Manchester United, we went there and we're about to take all 3. Yeah, it's a great defensive effort. Well, come on, boys, we just need to hold on for the last 13 minutes. Just hold on. Oh, yeah, it's 13 minutes left. Let's hold on. Oh, I can almost smell and taste. I can almost smell the wind. I can smell it. I don't know. Honestly, right now, I do not know how to feel. Because at first I was just thinking, I'm like, okay, what if he actually wins? And now he's doing it. 2 games in a row. Maximum points. Michael Carrick. Man like Michael Carrick. Like, this is it. We've tried a bunch of different managers. We've tried the name brands. And all we had to do was just look in the house, just look inside, just look within. It was always there, Michael Carrick. It was always there. And you can just see the way we play. There's a level of confidence, like, it's not like, hey, we're up by 1 goal, but it's just squeaky bum time. We were just shaky and we don't know what's going to happen. That's not the case. You can rush the game right now and you can see that we're actually We actually showed him what we did. Come on, Douglas is holding the back of his hamstring like he will cramp. Like he's clamping up. Let him get a little time and attention he needs. Bring everything that he needs. Just give it to him because he's been immense. And we can see the bird again. It was just. Now, Douglas something else though. Like, I can't believe we paid over 13 million for a player like this. At this point, you can't say anything. Patrick Berger is one of the first names on the team sheet. Like, you cannot say anything about it. And you can see all the Manchester United hierarchy. You can see Ole Barada. And you can see Sir Kim being carrying this. But my only question is, why did it take so long for you to realize that Ruben Amorim was not the guy? Why did it take so long? I could see it after the first 2 months. And we had to go through a little of that pain only to get here. So we just right now we've made the final change I feel he's going to make. That was Sesko for Boo Boo. And I've been saying bring them Sesko because what's going on with Sesko? What's going on with Sesko? It's not moving. Arsenal should have put the ball out, just out of, fair play and respect. What's wrong with Sesko? Oh, okay. I see what happened. She got whacked in the face by the burrow and just go in. Good. He'll be fine and just got a red face. It's going to be fine. Now we're trying to defend a corner kick. Oh, I don't like this. They're just crowding on the goalkeeper. And Arsenal always do that. Always. That was a nice deflection from the goalkeeper from Lamens. That was a great shot. That was looking like it was deadly. It was looking like it was burning in. That was a shot from Bukayo Saka. Now, it seems like Arsenal are getting close, but it's never going to be close enough. It's never going to be close enough. They've done another corner kick. No, I was talking about this. No. Oh my God, just another corner kick. Now this hurts. Oh my God. Oh, oh, this hurts, man. This hurts. Oh, this hurts. Yeah, the goal stands. It's just, man, I'm just deflated. I'm just, oh, oh, oh my God. This is annoying. I told me that you had a door. I already played a W. Now I'm pissed off. Now I'm pissed off. Like, come on. And it was all still from the corner. Like, we know that's how they get their goals. We know. Oh, man. Oh, my head hurts. If you get another goal and crashing out. Oh, my head hurts. Oh, my God. Yo, this hurts. This hurts. Come on, no. Like, we're almost there. We almost got it. Almost got it. We're this close. This close. I mean, everyone knows Arsenal get the goals from the corners, but I thought the defending was going to be a lot better than that. God. It's ass. Yo, that's I can't. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Oh my God. Yes. Oh, yes. 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 I mean, yeah, I don't see the goal again. Bring it back. Bring it back. Oh, this is beautiful. Oh. Egg. Oh my God. Oh. Oh. Loved it. Loved it. Oh, this this is beautiful. Oh, yeah, this is nice. And the game, come on, and the game, and the game. Just end it, end it. And the game, come on. Yeah, that's what we're talking about. Hey, it's Michael Carrick. Hey, big man Michael Carrick. Big man Michael Carrick. What are you talking about, eh? This is what we need. This is what we do. We're Manchester United. We better him and you're better now, eh? This is what we do. It's big man over here. Big man Carrick, eh? Not like Carrick. We just made a change. We just made a change. Oh, this is nice. Oh, man, I'm just, yeah, I'm ecstatic right now, man. I'm really, oh, this is good. This feels nice. Like Manchester United, we're back. You see what I was talking about, eh? Right, yeah, we're back. Come on. Bring him, come on, bring him down, bring him down. Oh, another corner kick. Another corner kick. Oh my God. 7 minutes. Come on, he died. He died. Is that? No, come on, this makes no sense. Wait, why do you have 7 minutes on? Why do you have 7 minutes? Who died? I don't get it. But we can hold on. I know we can hold on. We can definitely hold on. We can definitely hold on. I could smell it. I could smell it. Yo, I could smell it. Oh, oh, this is nice. Okay, we're counting down. We've got 6 minutes. We got 6 minutes. Hold on, boys. Come on, we've got this. Bring it in. We're all together. We've got this. It's the Arsenal. They've never won anything, so I'm not surprised. The butlers, eh? You talk about the gunners. The gunners with no cannonball. It's just a smoke. You light the gun, and it's a smoke. It's no bullets. Yes, big Manchester United. Big Manchester United in the building, eh? Big up Michael Carrick. Big up Kobe Manu. Big up Matthias Cunha. And the boys. You know, I love this. I love this. Like, yo, I'm getting giddy right now. I love it. This is what I'm talking about. Eh? This is what I'm talking about. It's the energy that we feel. Come on, Arsenal. They can't do anything. Like, we can play for an extra 45 minutes and nothing's going to happen. And I mean that. Extra 45 minutes, nothing is going to happen. Because the man is Arsenal. And what are we talking about? Arsenal. We're almost there. Almost there. We almost got it. Ah. Come on, let's hold on, boys. We're almost there. We're almost there. They're running out of ideas. They can't do anything. They can't do anything. They're out of ideas. Clear the ball. Come on, send it out. Yeah, I could taste victory. I could taste it. Can we go about, we've got 2 minutes, 30 seconds to hold on. I mean, Arsenal have just been abysmal so far. Like, this sums up what Arsenal are all about. It just sums everything up. Our back, no bite. It's all of like, just, that's it. Two minutes, boys, 2 minutes. We're almost there, 2 minutes. Come on, Queen, you drive with the ball. Let's clear the flag. Nah, that was soft. He was looking for it. He was looking for it. That was soft. Oh. Clear the ball. Come on, clear the ball out. Let's go. Oh, 1 minute. We almost there. I can taste it. I can really, this feels nice. This feels really nice. Oh. So we did it. We actually did it. Oh. I just think Arsenal fans just, they can't take it. They cannot take it. And Rodgers goes hand in his head. You can't take it. Come on, it's all in there. It's all in there. Blow the whistle. Come on, blow the whistle after ring. Let me do it. Blow the whistle now. And up. That's a foul. Come on, learn what to do. Hey, it's all right. It's all right. You boys tried it. You tried. You showed up. You trying to show up, bro. It just wasn't enough. You know, when you play against Manchester United, you have to make sure that you're stepping up. You trying to step up, it just wasn't enough. It just wasn't enough. You were your striker, Victor Perez. He can't even do anything. It's what I'm talking about. Like, you've got all the big guns. You spent 17 million on Victor Perez for a gun that doesn't fire, man. Like, what am I talking about? There's a fucking whistle. Yes. Yes, this is last. Yes, this is what I'm talking about. 3 points to the back. 1, 2, 3, pocket. Let's go. This is what I'm talking about, eh? Love it. Oh, this is nice. Oh my God, this is it. This is what I'm talking about. Oh. Okay, so guys, I'm so ecstatic about the win. Manchester United versus Arsenal, and we actually did it.
Michael Carrick is the guy. I don't know what anyone has to say about that, but Michael Carrick is the guy. Here's the special note. He's won 2 games back to back and got maximum points against arguably 2 of the best coaches in Europe. So I don't know how the metric you want to use to describe who the best coach or the best manager is. But what he has done for Manchester United and how we're climbing up the table just steadily. And not only just climbing up the table, how we play. Michael Carrick is the guy, and that's all I can say. It's been a really great day, and I'll see you guys again in the very next one. Manchester United put the 3 points in the bag, and whoever we're going to face next, oh, you better look out. You better